Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Welcome to the first World Cup live stream here on the Players Own channel. We've got a belter to get us kicked off, a 2010 opener repeat here today as host nation Mexico face off against South Africa and Stadium Azteca as well. What a spectacle for it. Absolutely packed out. And there's going to be a coliseum of football. These two teams are going to deliver us, I think, one of the most exciting openers we might have in a long time. The expectation has been massive. The build-up has been massive. 48 countries competing for that golden trophy. And all gets kicked off here right now. We see the two teams come to the centre and stand face to face around the centre circle. As we're about to get into the national anthems of both Mexico and South Africa. There'll be expectations for Mexico entering this World Cup. Host nation, really strong core of local players. And obviously have the big man up top, Raul Jimenez, who starts today. We'll get into the lineups after the national anthems. It's with the South African national anthem here. So there we go. The national anthem of South Africa back at the FIFA World Cup finals for the first time since they hosted in the 2010 tournament. As I said, we'll get into that lineup shortly, but they have got 6 players from Mamelodi Sundowns appearing in the starting 11. A team that took us by surprise last year at the Club World Cup. So we'll get into that lineup shortly, but it's time for the host nation Mexico and their national anthem. There it is. National anthems, they're done. The talking, it's almost time to be over. We are now minutes away from getting this FIFA World Cup underway. The build-up has absolutely been massive, and this tournament, I think, is going to deliver on so many levels. Let's get into the lineups then, starting with the host nation of Mexico. It's Rangel in goal, Gallardo left back, Reyes right back, Montez the skip alongside Vasquez at centre-half. Lira plays deeper in midfield, Figaldo and Gutierrez ahead of him. Quiones on the left, Alvarado on the right, and Raul Jimenez leading the line. You got Romo, you got Chavez, Vega, Edson Alvarez, Vargas, Santi Jimenez as key options from the bench. In terms of South Africa, it's Williams in goal, the skipper. Madal right back, Imeokon, Sibsi, Mokazi and Madiba as the back five. Adams, Sitzel, Mokena in midfield. And it's Reyners and Lyle Foster leading the line. Option on the bench from them. You're going to players like Oswin Apollos, Moremi, Mofokeng there as well. Them Bazwane, obviously for Mamelodi Sundowns as well off the bench. Two strong sides, but obviously Mexico come in as heavy favourites into this one here. Playing at home and playing at Estadio Azteca where they don't often lose. Last time I lost a match in this arena was 2013, Honduras in a World Cup qualifying. Prior to that, the last time I lost was 2001. So 2 losses in this arena in 25 years. They've never lost an opening match at a World Cup since 1994. There we got the match officials. We got Brazilians there on the pitch, Paraguayans upstairs in the VAR booth. And sombreros is going everywhere. It looks warm. It's going to be warm in there today. Heat not only on the ball, but off the ball as well. They're going to have it, and have it a lot. And you're going to see for Mexico how they can work to break down this South African back line. He will look to put sheer amount of numbers behind the football, make it difficult. But obviously, the man to break that down will obviously Raul Jimenez, 10 goals and 3 assists this season for Fulham. On his way back, joining Wolves in the Championship this campaign. As well as Julian Quiones, 33 goals this season in Saudi Arabia's top league. He's the outlet on the left-hand side. For the toss now. And this place is bouncing. No surprises there. There is Brian Gutierrez. I've labelled before the tournament as one of the key players to look out for. I think a player that will show its quality on the world stage here. 2 goals and 2 assists this season in domestic football, but already 2 goals in 6 international appearances for Mexico. This will be 7th. We'll try and add a goal and assist to that tally again here today. Both teams with their final messages as we get ready. Seconds away now from kickoff and the start of the FIFA World Cup in 2026. So then it's 6 minutes past 3 here in Perth. It's 6 minutes past 5, sorry, on the East Coast. Just past 8 p.m. in London, 9 p.m. in Paris, and just after 1 p.m. there in Mexico City. But everywhere around the world, the eyes are on this game here. Stadio Azteca. It is Mexico and it is South Africa. A repeat of the 2010 opener. And we are underway for the World Cup in 2026. It's Mexico in their home green strip from left to right. South Africa in their home colours of bright yellow from right to left. We are in the first game of 108 in this tournament. And what a coliseum, a footballing coliseum to go and do so. And the noise, it's palpable. Festival football is finally back underway in Mexico City. Expectations for Mexico in this game here to go out there and show what they're all about. Quarterfinal appearances in the last 2 home tournaments, their best result for the nation. They'll look to try and do that and more this tournament. It'll be important they get off to a flying start here against South African side that is, as I said, filled with Mohamed Ali Sundown players that were fantastic in last season's Club World Cup finals. And obviously just recently won the African Champions League as well. So they're going to have belief as well. A strong back 5 to start this one off. 3 in midfield in front of that. They're going to try and release some of those players like Reinders and Lyle Foster on the counter-attack. Strong in there. One back here by South Africa. And the boost straight away. I think we'll hear that every single second South Africa have the football. It's Setol in midfield now. Nokiano dropping in. Can't expect Mexico to have large stints of possession in large parts of the football, but South Africa are no poor sign. They can possess the football. They can get at this Mexican side. There's vulnerabilities there, undoubtedly, for Mexico. It's a fantastic ball from the keeper, Williams, but the touch just getting away. Here for the wing-back is the manager, Javier Aguirre, for Mexico. Has the pressure of the nation on his shoulders. There's a foul by Modiba. An early chance here for Mexico to deliver something dangerous. Just late. And Alvarado can't get over this arena. It is a thing of beauty. So the young Gutierrez and Alvarado taking a keen interest in this one here. See teammates in club football for Guadalajara. It looks like it's going to be Brian Gutierrez to whip this ball in. South Africa have their line on the edge of the own area. Those behind the goal are upstanding. Gutierrez actually went for goal in the end and the wall did its job. Back underway for the throw here. There are new rules in place for this tournament regarding time taken for throws and set pieces. You can see the referee there showing the 5 fingers of how long you can have to throw the ball in. Ball in. Jimenez! Oh, gee. It was almost the perfect start for Mexico. And Ryan Williams in goal had to be active early. Strong finish. It's a ball from Reyes into the box and Jimenez struck it well. Just the pick at a corner, you felt. Had enough time and space to do so. Corner whipped in. When Williams comes and punches that one as well. Following ball whipped in. Unable to deal with. Now South Africa can get away. It's a poor clearance. And now South Africa can break. And this is where they can be dangerous. Rayners, thought he was in behind again from Lyle Foster, but the pass just encouraged Rangel to come and collect. Look at this ball in there. And it was a strong half-volley effort from Raul Jimenez. Didn't miss-hit it. Just had to centre the goalkeeper, and in the end, chance missed. Already, though, the threat shown inside of 5 minutes for Mexico. They're not going to warm into this game. They're going to go for minute 1. See there, Gutierrez taking that more attacking role in midfield and looking to occupy that little space in behind the centre forward, Foster. That's asking a lot of his strike partner in Rayners. Obviously, the duality of this game here. Mexico have the chance, and then in seconds, South Africa down the other end having a chance of their own. It's going to be back and forth. And with the heat, I think it's only going to get more open as the game goes on. Mexico once again slowing the pace down all of a sudden. Vasquez and Montez back there. Here's Reyes who put that beautiful ball in for Jimenez to strike. It's Montez again. Gutierrez has space in the centre of the park. Fantastic challenge, though. Without. He wants a goal kicking you in to get it. It's come back off Gallardo, the left back for Mexico. So Roman Williams has a goal kick. That's great pressing from Raul Jimenez. It's good at the goal kick, but the energy and the intensity is shown from the start there. So Roman Williams again to Sibsy. And just searches for territory. So the Reyes again. The right back picks out a crossfield ping. Throwing back into plates. Falling the way of Gutierrez. Nicked off him. Now back with Roman Williams. And Ime Ocon looks a turn and turns himself into trouble. Quinones! Mexico open the scoring inside of 10 minutes. And Quinones is the man. Mexico lead. It's a dream start for the host city and host country. Listen to the noise in the Azteca. It is a party atmosphere in there right now. I don't know what South Africa were playing at, playing out from the back and playing themselves into trouble. Ronwen Williams fizzing the ball in. It's just a loose touch. It's Sitol who tries to receive it on the half turn, and out of nowhere, flying in comes Lira from deep midfield. Wins the ball back, and then Quinones. It's a powerful strike in between the feet of Ronwen Williams. And Mexico have the dream start. That is Mexico madness in Mexico City. What a start from the hosts. He's been in great domestic goal scoring form in Saudi Arabia. 33 goals this campaign. It's been a long time since he scored for the national team though, and he made it count today. Now it's all kicking off. Julian Quinones, the man for the moment. The opening goal in this FIFA World Cup finals. And look, that is probably the worst case scenario for South Africa. They've been open. Reckless there with possession. They've conceded inside of 10 minutes. That is not how they want to be playing in this tournament. There's Hugo Bruce there. He will be wanting a lot more than that. Look at the goalkeeper here, Raul Gale. Fantastic work, I thought, Barry Glitter, to read the game like that. See the central midfielder receive it, lax and close down the space in the turn. It's schoolboy stuff from South Africa, but it's great pressing and energy shown by the Mexican side. It's a real bright start there for Mexico. They've looked good on the football. They've looked good in these regions here in the final third. Raul Jimenez chasing that ball down and keeping it alive. And wins a corner kick. He really has done a lot of the hard yards for Fulham this campaign. He's going to be doing that for his national team again. The cavalry arrive now for Mexico. Including the skipper Montez Vasquez there as well. Left-footed out, swinging ball. Jimenez. Oh. It's a really good spot for him. Just couldn't get that header down. It's a great throw from Ronwen Williams. Chance for Adams to turn, and he asked a lot again of Lyle Foster up top there. South Africa top of their group in the African qualifiers to get here. Tops of Group C. Looked one of the strongest sides in Africa, especially with the high amount of players playing for the champions of Africa. In Mamelodi Sundowns, they did draw 1-1, 3 World Cups ago. They were at home though. Now it's a different time. This start can be probably classed as catastrophic in the way that this game has gone so far. But there's time. Conceding early means you've got opportunities, and that's what I want to do. Good to see everyone joining us wherever you are around the world. Let me know where you're watching from. Oh, fantastic one on the right. I think that's where Mexico are going to have to be careful. Down the flanks, they'll commit up the pitch. They'll send numbers forward, as we saw for that early chance to Raul Jimenez. With Reyes getting around the outside, they're going to be a threat going forward, but also going to have a threat defensively. With South Africa doing their work down the flanks. To wait and see how that one works out. Jimenez around the corner. Fantastic ball. I thought Gutierrez was fouled. The referee deems that to be so. So it's literally in there. South Africa just off the pace right now. Mokina there. Veteran on the South African side. Many thought he might have left South African domestic league for someone a little bit bigger, but stayed at Mamelodi Sundowns in the build-up to this World Cup. As you see the goal there. Quiones, he just looks to go for power. And in the end, the inaccuracy of going straight at the goalkeeper led to it going between the legs of Ronwen Williams, who would be disappointed with his effort there. Undoubtedly one of South Africa's most important players. Here's Gutierrez on the turn. What can the young star from Guadalajara produce? Stayed battling, but lost out at the end. Bokazi there, running the foul off the 20-year-old. Been better the last 10 minutes, or so 5 minutes or so for that South Africa. Taking some of the heat out of this one. And Bokazi Long, currently applying his trade at Chicago Fire, so knows a bit about the Americas. Now is here a chance for South Africa. Put the ball and possession in a dangerous area. Sitso. And Bokazi wanted to fizz her in there into the box. Madiba. And Bokazi's got further forward now. That centre-half position. But dealt with in the end. Reyes. Lida. Oh, beautifully done and out of trouble. And fouled. And that should be yellow card, and yeah, it is. The first yellow card of the tournament. Goes the way of McKenna. I like the look of this midfield trio for South Africa, but they've just been off it from the start here. Especially someone like McKenna, who I've heard a lot about in the build-up. South African fans have talked up his ability. Talked about how he disrupts midfield battles and throws his weight around, but it's not quite been there from the offing. Vasquez fizzed that wall in. Quiones' touch just got away from him. They've got their foot in the football here, which is a step in the right direction for South Africa. Bokazi back to his goalkeeper, Ronwen Williams. So they start from the back again. Williams is always happy to play out from the back, as we saw for the goal they conceded. That's a nice ball into Sito. And again, asking a lot of that front line. Now and Madiba getting high and wide up the pitch. They are the makeshift wingers as wing backs because they want to be solid centrally. 3 central midfielders, 3 centre halves. It's all about having that block. That's Kez. Slow play here for Mexico at the back. Angel looking for Raul Jimenez. He wins that initial header, but cleaned up there by Mudau. Williams long. This is probably their outlet for me. Along border Lyle Foster. If he can take that ball in and they can build off him, that takes out all the jeopardy of the build-out from the back. Alvarado. It's back with the attacker. Once again, Lida linking up the game. Reyes. Quiones. Beautiful touch. And gets away. And oh, wicked strike. And the left wingers on the right-hand side here. Phew. Belting strike. It's not that far away either. Confidence and belief at a high level. And here's Ochoa. 4th World Cup for him. Jimenez is in trouble with that Brazilian referee. Now Foster takes that in. Fouled in the end by skipper Montez. And South Africa are on the halfway line. The game just quieted down after a mental first 10 minutes. It's time to take a breath. Keone scoring in the 9th minute. After quite questionable play from South Africa in midfield. Sitol on the turn, on the edge of his own 18-yard box, and Lito won the ball back, and Keone scores through Williams' legs. But South Africa have made a comeback here, and oh, wow, poor giveaway. Really poor giveaway. Mudau again lacks in possession now. That has to be a yellow card. The kick through by Mudau. On Montez. The referee's missed that, I think. See, look at that there. The little kick through at the end. He misses him initially and then tries to whack him on the finish. There's a stat that's been radioed through here. They've never won a game which they've conceded first, South Africa, in their World Cup finals. Oh, great on the turn from Quinones. And Jimenez. And now Gutierrez. And this looks dangerous. Alvarado. Dangerous ball. Ooh. Well dealt with in the end by Ocon back there. At the centre of all three centre-halves, Lyle Foster. The Burnley man looking to turn. There's some huge names upstairs. Baggio, Carlos. Tipsy wine for Mudau, who they're trusting on the ball, I think, to make that pass. The defence-splitting ball. He's taken a lot on so far. Not much has come off, but he seems to be the man they trust in the football. Mbakazi again with a drifter. Not fully dealt with by the goalkeeper. Oh, and in the end, fantastically done defensively. The covering off from Gallardo was huge. After a moment of madness from Rangel, where he came and then just didn't collect. Gutierrez getting a foot in. Oh, and in the end, it was the assistant referee that gave the yellow card, the foul. That's a yellow card for Gutierrez. I'm not sure about that one there. Looks like the youngster won the ball. Have a look back at this one. McKenna. Oh, he doesn't actually get the ball, does he? He misses it. McKenna goes down about a good second or so after that. That's the moment there, Rangel. It's almost like he only gets one hand to it. Now, this could be the story of this World Cup final. This obviously has been the story in the Premier League this campaign. Set pieces and set plays. And for a tournament with 48 countries and countries punching well above their weight, set pieces and set plays may be the answer to parity. And that is what South Africa are looking for right now. Mexico have played better football. They've had a better start. But what a way to find a way back into the game than do a set play. Foster, McKenna to deliver. Pretty poor in the end. Ball back in. Really to no one in particular. Keone the goal scorer. That ball partially knocked away and out for a goal kick. Got to be better than that, you'd think, if you're South Africa. As we have our first water break or drinks break of the match. A chance to look at the match stats while we're at it. 25 minutes into this one. 54% possession for the Mexicans. Have had the one big chance, obviously, which was the one they put into the back of the net. 6 shots on goal. When Williams been called into one save. Outside of that, 2 corners to South Africa to naught. Obviously, without a shot on goal, they're yet to have any XG. South Africa, 0.41 for the Mexicans. Oh, Jimenez has looked pretty good, I thought, in the opening moments. For Galdo, Gutierrez and Lira in midfield, I think have been more competitive. They've been quicker to the second balls than the opposition. I like the look of Gallardo and Reyes out wide. He have caused a threat for South Africa and put them off balance at times. So it's been a bright start so far in the opening 25 minutes as the commercialisation of the World Cup is here. I'm watching ads during a game of football, which is ridiculous. So I guess, what do they have to change? I guess is the big question for South Africa. I think they have to look long, undoubtedly, to Lyle Foster and Reyners. But it's about how they work off him. Mokena, Sitzel and Adams, I think, it's a little bit slow to the second balls. It hasn't quite been good enough for me, but there's a chance they need to bounce back, and they can definitely do so. We've seen some signs in the last 10 minutes or so of what they can do. We've got a big audience in, so thank you for joining us, guys, wherever you are around the world. The morning here in Australia, the middle of the night there in Europe, or the afternoon in America. What are our thoughts of my madness on the set? It's gone to the next level, this one. I really don't know about these ad breaks. It's killing the vibe. It's killing the whole flow. Alrighty, we are back. And players are already on the pitch now. There we go. Talk about taking the sting out of a match. 2 minutes of ad breaks will do that. Modiba now. South Africa will look to him, I think. They'll look to the fullbacks. Down Modiba to keep the width, to get the ball further forward, to progress this side. But they've gotten out of that initial stage of chasing ball. They've actually got their foot on it. That's a positive step in the right direction. And Bokazi searching long ball in the Lyle Foster direction. Mida again winning that midfield battle, I think. And Bokazi again. Sustained possession now for South Africa. Given away there, Lira. Raul Jimenez. Quiones is out wide left. Has he kept himself onside? Yes, he has. So the Mexican attack can continue. Here's Quiones again. Ball back to start again. Vasquez. Now with Gallardo. Mexico's need to get their foot back on the ball and start to enforce some more pressure on the South African side. They were there for the taking, I thought, in the opening moments. Beautiful ball. Gutierrez. Chopping inside. It's Gutierrez. Ocon in the way. Hanover centre half doing his job there. There's 2 of my key players to look out for in one play. Gutierrez chopping inside and Ime Ocon, who I think will be the bright spark defensively for South Africa this tournament. Doing his job defensively. Figaldo. Quiones again, just picking up any spot he wants to. He's sort of playing as an inside forward in many regards. Alvarado. Reyes. tempting ball in, but Roman Williams, the skipper, able to comfortably catch. They always have that option though, Mexico. Whether that be when Jimenez comes on or Raul Jimenez currently starting. They've got that out ball of the centre forward who can head the ball into the box. So if you need to whip one in, you've got the option in there. Not many nations are afforded that luxury. But Mexico do have two centre forwards that love a ball aerially into an area. Vasquez wins that aerial duel. Leader on the turn. Half an hour into this one. Quinones's goal. Inside 10 minutes is the difference. Since then, though, South Africa have worked their way back into this match. Ocon, Medal. Mokena. And flicked around the corner. Set the chance for Medal, but couldn't quite get there. For one of the few moments in this match and in this arena, it's gone a bit quiet at the Azteca. Maybe a sign of what's happening in the match on the pitch. South Africa have wrestled back some sort of control. Now the boos come. Maybe Mexico just want to sit in here and save some of the batteries for the second half. This is what I thought we'd get for large portions of games in this tournament. In particular, these early kickoffs is lull moments for 15 to 20 minutes where sides just possess the ball. There's not much happening. Madiba, though. The flag is up. I thought he was offside. But such is the heat and the humidity that players will fatigue. They will tire. The keeper given the hurry up here. Rangel. Looks to and finds Quinones, so great out ball from Rangel, the keeper. Mexico keep ball. Vasquez. Interesting to see what happens second half. As I said, the legs get tired. As opportunities open up. Is that what South Africa are waiting for? Stay in the game until the 60th minute. Keep it 1-0 till then. And then potentially you have an avenue into this matchup. Mexico are starting to make some unforced errors. If you just saw there, kicking the ball out of play. An up-tempo, energetic, and together start has just faded. That's a nice ball in. Lyle Foster. Great take. And the pass of Medal is just behind him. The face of frustration for both players, so summarises it. There's chances there. Oh, some Spanish legend in there, Edgar Puyol and David Silva. Oh, great chest control from Raul Jimenez, and Gutierrez can turn and gets away. Alvarado. Reyes outside of him again. Better chance for Madiba, though. So Zumbakazi out there. He really has stretched to the centre half. He's got out and basically become the left back at times. Alvarado with the turn. Gutierrez. Kionis. Oh, it's the ball in from Gallardo, and now Jimenez was in there. But once again, the overlapping fullbacks have done the job for Mexico. Wide men come inside, fullbacks on the outside. It's simplistic football, but it works, doesn't it? You have willing runners. You have attackers that can possess the football. You got danger. Gallardo, crossfield pass to his fullback partner in Reyes. 10 minutes of the half. Still 1-0 Mexico. Could we see them have another breakthrough here? Had the 6 attempts on goal so far. South Africa yet to test Rangel in the Mexican goal. Lid on the turn. Into Vasquez. And applying his trade in the Serie A this season. Now back with Rangel as Mexico just possess. Try and draw South Africa out their shape. And again, that long ball to Raul Jimenez is either being won by him or the second ball is being won by his teammates. Oh, Gutierrez, touch was loose. Adams can get away now. Madiba under pressure, does well. Mbokazi again, venturing forward, ball in, Lyle Foster's region. Headed wide. The first chance for South Africa comes in the 37th minute. It's taking them time. But that's dangerous. Lyle Foster in between the two centre halves. Relatively free header. Here's that chance from earlier. Gallardo on the outside, cut back ball. But Williams got a strong left hand to claw that one in. South Africa quickly back underway. Do they have a scent here that they can do something? It's going to be a massive group, this Group A. Czechia and South Korea playing 5 hours after this one. It's a group that's very balanced. And South Africa, I thought, looked poor in the initial moments of showing us what they were all about in qualifying in the last sort of 20 minutes. Great ball around the corner from Lira. Alvarado now gets the support of Reyes. Gallardo, the opposite side, is the out ball. Figaldo on the terms. See much of him so far. It's a lot of possession for Gutierrez and Lira. Lira, someone who's very happy to get on the football in these sort of positions here under pressure. Saying that he's given it away. But fouled in the process. They've left one on in there. It's Sitzol again. Once again, the South African midfield trio is going to throw its weight around. It's going to be physical. It's the detriment of Lira here. He's picked up a big knock from Sitzol. He's just come bundling in very late. Not a great challenge. You know, I could get away with it. I thought, look like a bang on yellow card, but nonetheless. Gutierrez. It's a poor giveaway. To come back in the possession of Mexico. Alvarado just caught flat-footed there, and Madiba and Mbakazi down that side of very good. Bit lax here in the last few moments from Mexico. So I think since that drinks break, to be honest, they've looked a little bit sluggish. A little bit laissez-faire in possession. Given away by the centre half. Leader back with Figaldo. Thank you to keep ball there for the moment in the centre circle. Second goal here would be devastating for South Africa. And here come Gutierrez. Oh, Jimenez wanted it in the little channel. Almost reached him. Another loose pass though from South Africa. Don't know if any side actually wants it right now. Quiones, who once again has drifted centrally. Alvarado. Reyes wide right once more. Got Madiba for company. Adams out to press Reyes. Leader. Searching ball. Figaldo. Jimenez! Oh, what a save! Oh. Williams had to react late. I don't know if Jimenez actually gets a touch on it in the end. Oh, he would be off, I think. Or if he lets it run. But Roman Williams had to wait. Yeah, no touch of Jimenez. And then once he waited, they reacted and clawed that ball out. Out of nowhere, Mexico could have made it 2-0. Figaldo away from danger. Quiones. Chance opening up here for him. Shot deflected. Alvarado. Quiones! Oh, post! Oh, big opportunity for Mexico. Gee whiz. Oh, they sent it here. They really do. Wow. Initial shot gets blocked away. Cut back ball. Gutierrez, the hold-up plays fantastic. And where he chose the powerful finish for the first goal, he chose to place that one. And he placed it off the upright. Thought he just got to smash it at the goal. Across the face and probably found the far corner, but massive opportunity goes missing for Mexico. Will they rue that? I was sort of saying, it was sort of hit a bit of a lull before half-time. The quality dropped away, and all of a sudden, Mexico said, no, we'll have a look here. And all of a sudden, 2 chances in just shy of 2 minutes. And they've hit the upright. Figaldo, Gutierrez. Does well, the youngster, keep the football. Does beautifully well to do so. Figaldo. He's looked long for Jimenez. Bakazi back to deal with that one. South Africa will be breathing a massive sigh of relief because they have dodged a huge bullet. Dow's ball blocked away from Gallardo and out for South Africa's first corner kick. They want a better delivery than what they had from that earlier set piece. But this is a chance on the stroke of half-time. Numbers sent forward. A chance for parity on half-time. They go short. Now Madiba. Poor delivery. Oh, gee, it's a good hit. Bakazi had a bit about that. Oh, gee, yeah, had a bit on it. So far away though. Rangia's time just to catch it. Here's Gallardo. So from a frantic first 10 minutes to a lull between 20 minutes and 35. We've had a quite hectic Last few minutes here of the half. The ebbs and flows of a World Cup match. But so far it's going to script for the host nation, Mexico. Ball down the line as Quinones is there. Williams off his line well and sent it. We've got 4 minutes of stoppages to come. Well read from the skipper, Roman Williams. He came off his line smartly there because Quinones was in. Undoubtedly, probably would have found that back of the net. Reyes. Mexico fine-tuning here. And coming good as the half comes to a close. Tell you one thing though, this first half has delivered. Oh, Raul Jimenez as well. Win the aerial duel once again. And because he's forced to find touch. Almost any long ball that goes in the area of Raul Jimenez, he wins that duel. It's quite stunning. Given the count. Throw back into play, Raul Jimenez. Gallardo's shot. Took a nick. Roman Williams, though, covering off there to prevent the corner kick. Medal. Adams, crossfield ping. Looking for Madiba. He takes it down smartly. Alvarado goes to ground. Partially wins the ball, but second chance here for Madiba. He'll look for his left foot, undoubtedly. And goal kick, says the referee. Smartly done, wasn't fooled into the foul. And, ooh, might have been robbed the one there, South Africa, but the referee has been sold in the first 45. You can't fault that. Just over a minute to go in the first half stoppages. Javier Aguirre's not happy. Can understand. His team sort of took their foot off the accelerator quite early in this half, and I think South Africa were there for the taking inside of the first half an hour. But with their team taking their foot off the gas, all of a sudden, South Africa looked like a real chance in this one. Poor giveaway, though. Jimenez. Quinones. Last minute of stoppages. Smart feet. Gutierrez now. Gutierrez, oh, just muddled his feet. A massive chance goes begging. Oh. He almost wanted to just flick it in the far corner. But got his toe rather than the instep. And he ain't got no power on that. Javier Aguirre is incensed. That's a good word for it. So that is half-time. It was an absolutely blistering start for Mexico in front of their home fans. The atmosphere was, it was beautiful. It was out of this world. And it was Quinones who scored inside of 10 minutes. To be honest, a bit of a brain fade from South Africa. Playing out from the back. Leader caught Sitole on the football. And as such, Quinones was sent through. He finished powerfully to the legs of Roman Williams. From there, well, the game went into balance. South Africa had a bit more of the football. They battled hard, but they never really posed much of a problem for Mexico. We go in halftime 1-0 to the good. but will be kicking themselves and not 2 or 3. It's all to play for in the second half. I'll be away for a short interval for half time. We'll be back for second half action in around 10 to 15 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Second half action not too far away. A bright start, an interesting start to the game in this cathedral of football. It's been solid so far from South Africa without being great, but undoubtedly we're talking about Mexico. They probably should be 2 or 3 to the good. Gutierrez missing a late chance. Jimenez inside of a few minutes should have scored as well. And they've had opportunities. They've looked good in the wide spaces, whipping balls into the area, whether it be aerially or cutbacks along the ground. They've been the side so far that have played a better football. They've had more the onus to go forward and produce. And in front of their home fans, they've done the good so far. The man on screen, leader, he has been superb, I think, in the first half. Won the ball back high up the pitch and assisted Quiñones for that opening goal. He should have made it actually 2-0 as well, hitting the upright just before the half-time interval. As we follow Figaldo back out into this beautiful footballing arena. 80,000 plus in there today. And I don't think any of them are South African fans. They are all Mexican fans, out in force, out in numbers. And this side so far delivered. All righty, we are ready to go. And we are underway. Second half action here from the Estadio Azteca. South Africa getting it kicked off. They're going left to right here in the second half. Mexico from right to left. It's been engaging. It's been thrilling in the opening moments. And we've had everything in between. South Africa are going to have to chase this game. They'll want a point from the opening match. They'll want to replicate that. Oh, it's a poor giveaway from the start. Oh. And what was the keeper doing? Oh, dangerous hit from Gutierrez. Figaldo had the chance of a lifetime. What was Williams doing? Oh, it's non-league stuff. He's just dilly-dallying on the football. It takes too long. Closed down by Quiñones and then just hands it to Figaldo. And luckily that Sitole once again. It was Sitole again under pressure. Luckily he closed down the space and Mexico could have made it 2 inside of 60 seconds in the second half. But now they're going forward. Madao. Poor touch. Leader. Now Figaldo. Mexico coming forward. That ball just out of the reach of Quiñones. I don't know what the keeper is doing. He handed them a goal in the first half by playing into midfield. And just handed the ball back to Mexico in this second half. No substitutions in the interval. As we were from the start. But honestly, Mexico have done their best to basically hand this 3 points to Mexico. I don't know what the keeper's playing at. I don't know what Sitole's doing either. He's done some good things wrong with Williams, but he's done some also some very, very questionable things as well. I don't know what he sees there, but they've gotten away with it. Quiñones got away from trouble, and Jimenez does fantastic. What a keep alive, and Quiñones is even better in midfield. He's skipping away and taking the shot on. Oh. Gutierrez looked through for me, but fair play. Long-range effort. Ronwen Williams is off his line, but not that far off. A bit of flair in there on the touchline for Jimenez and Quiñones. Ocon backhilling it on the centre-way line. I'm not sure about that. Alvarado has Reyes, as he always does in the overlap. The return ball just out of reach, and Madiba can clean that one up. Foster had it nicked off him. An important challenge back from the fullback. Another ball in behind. Broken up by Reyes. They want to play quicker, which is a good sign. Intent to go forward from South Africa, I think, is the key in this second half. Ball into the space. Right, Jimenez links up well. That's a ball in behind. And here's Gutierrez. The 20-year-old's through. And that has to be a penalty. It is a free kick. Oh, wow. That's a red card. It had to be. Look, he was careless. But he had to make the challenge, didn't he? And that is Sitol's day done. He's off to the showers 4 minutes after halftime. He was always going to be a red card. He was last man. And I want to see if this is a penalty or not. Nah, it happens outside the box. It's not a penalty. He's smart. He goes across the defender. And then the defender has to engage. Has to bring him down. The legs get all chopped up together. And for Sitole, well, there's not much he can do. He's been put in an awful situation multiple times today. And to be honest, that could be his World Cup done now. In that red card. A fantastic work from Jimenez to drop in like that. Open the space up. Nice, Harry Kane-esque. Come deep to open up for others. And that's what allowed that attack to go ahead. So Sitole's World Cup has come to an end in 50 minutes. And now there's a chance here from this very, very close free kick to make it 2-0 for Mexico. It's Raul Jimenez. And that's Alvarado over this one here. Can the famous number 9 for Mexico make it 2-0? It's Jimenez. It's well blocked by the wall. It's Gutierrez now. And Galado's shot is wild. He should look for the goalkeeper side and just absolutely hammered it into Reyners. So South Africa, do they make a change now and bolster that midfield, or do they continue with this 5-2-2 shape now they'll go with? Looks like for the moment they're holding serve. This could be a chance here for Mexico to put some space between them and the opposition with some goal difference. Quiones, return ball for Gutierrez. He's looked better as the game's gone on. Madao has come back with a crazy challenge there. Canelo Alvarez, the great fighters of all time, in the building for this one. Mexican royalty. Vasquez, Montez up. Quiones taking a keen interest. Alvarado's left-footed outswing up. So then, dealt with in the end. South Africa now have got a lot to do. Down to 10, down by 1 goal to 0. And playing against 80,000 in the crowd as well. It's not the most ideal situation to be in to kick off your 2026 World Cup campaign. again, South Africa trying to be too smart. I think it was McKenna there, tried a little flick in between the legs. As I said, third place qualifiers exist in this tournament. And if you get a victory, you're basically locked into that third place qualifier. 6 of the 8 teams, 8 of the 12 teams, go through in third place. This group, for me, was one of the groups that you wouldn't qualify being third because of how level it is. And teams may end up on 2 points with 2 draws or 3 points with no goal difference. So for Mexico to get a perfect start here, which means a win and some hefty goal difference, could almost secure them a spot in the round of 32. If they win this game by 3 or 4-0, you can almost book them a spot in the 32, because a team with a goal difference like that, with 3 points, should be enough. I'm loving the countdown for the throw-in, just really making the game move at such a high pace. Quiones, look for Gutierrez. McKenna feeds in. Reyna. Adams, Madiba now. Can the South Africans find something? Some fight, some spirit, some heart? It's going to take a lot here. 10 on 11. Lack of quality. Poor start to the game. No control in the midfield battle. Long range Madiba effort. Never really troubled Rangel, despite the not clean catch he took on the first time. Looks like they've gone with more of a 4-2-3. Now South Africa. It's more of a flat 4. Madiba's playing as a left wing at the moment, so a bit of a change in structure for the South African side in response to going down to 10 men. Madiba having that license to get further forward and cause some problems. It's a lot of Foster making way. Batharon. So that's their mate, sort of save this game in terms of keeping it a respectable amount. Keeping their goal difference intact. Oh, Foster coming off for me. That wasn't the option. Rangers has done nothing. Chill 1. Really out. Just all these loose passes from South Africa, inviting the press from Mexico. And they'll oblige. Raul Jimenez has put an incredible shift in at the moment. The pressing, the running, the intensity, and they've won the ball back. And that's a foul. And that has all come through the pressing work of Raul Jimenez. South Africa cannot play loose like they are right now. Just has looked second rate so far. Passes short, loose, careless in possession. And Mexico now have a chance from a set play. Once again, Lira brought down a dangerous area. What can they produce from here? Alvarado has a keen interest yet again for the set play. The referee making himself very clear. No tussling, no tangling. Ball in. First contact won by South Africa, and second contact as well. And then Bakazi can get rid. Once again, set pieces have been so poor in this matchup. So here we go then. Mexico trying to put the pressure on the 10 men. Bafana. Reyes wide right. Rangel. Vasquez. Skip forward here. Been pretty impressed so far with Gallardo and his fullback partner in Alvarado. Figaldo does well here. Quiones. Deep ball, back post. Oh. And the runner was there from Alvarado. Just couldn't get the end of it. Once again, the defending from South Africa is schoolboy stuff. There's free runners everywhere. There's space opening up. Yes, you're down to 10, but you've got to be smart about it. And now we're down, 30 to go. And Mexico will be thinking, how many can we score here? And that should be their mindset. Because the South African side is here for the taking. Back with Ronwen Williams now. South Africa just slow play. Down to 10. Don't take any and all sting out of this game. Alvarado penalised there for a foul. There's 1A on. Adams making way. It's the first real intent substitution I get. Well, you know, they had two, but first sign of intent for South Africa is to bring on an attacker, and it looks more now like a fluid 3-back, 4-back with 2 up top. So you've got 2 targets a hit once again. So I just don't understand the substitution of Lyle Foster. Reyners has really done nil poor. But decided to take off the Burnley centre forward. Now they go with Reyners and Zwane. And Mexico just happy to keep the football. Figaldo. Searches back for the safety of his keeper. Couple of whistles around the Stadio Azteca. The fans want a little bit more here. Jimenez again, what an outball. That's a loose challenge by Quiones. And Mudal felt the brunt of that one there. Didn't touch him. See some drops of rain in Mexico City. Little afternoon shower. Williams long. In the Rhiner's direction. Now then, ball in. Oh, dangerous. Deeper's ball. Devilish one. Celebrity faces wherever you look in those box seats. We've got the count now again. Vasquez. Second half, that's lacked a lot of quality, to be fair. That ball's straight out of play. Crowd not happy. I don't know what's going on. There's boos, there's whistles. Only partially with the football that's being played. The inclement weather as well. They need more energy. And as I keep saying, the goal difference in particular in Group A is going to be massive. And that's South Africa. Oh, I was saying looking at right in possession, but Quiones has won it back. Gutierrez. Oh, shit. Slipped through ball. Looked on. And Gallardo almost had a free run into the box. And Williams long. It's out of play. It's time for substitutions for Mexico. So Chavez will come on for Gutierrez. And for Gallardo to make way from young Mora. And this guy's a talent. 17 years old. Just absolutely mental. She's officially the youngest World Cup player to ever feature at 17 years of age. And here he is on the football. A lot of hype around him. He's winning midfield battles already. Chavez. Oh, Jimenez. Look at the crowd response there, hearing Mora's name mentioned. Now the crowd responds. 17 years of age, having your name chanted by 80,000 in the Estadio Azteca. Things going well for you. Quiones, better for Mexico. Ball in. Jimenez! 2-0! Mexico strike twice. And it's the number 9 that heads home. It's always Raul Jimenez. And Mexico madness in Mexico City again. A beautiful goal. The build-up fantastic. And the header even better from Raul Jimenez. The Mexican goal-scoring king scores again. And in the World Cup finals this time as well. What's a ball whipped in. Jimenez, though, unmarked to the back post. And from there, all he needs to do is head the ball onto target. Roman Williams can do nothing about it. A beautiful ball from Alvarado out wide right. And that is bread and butter for a man of his quality. The mariachi band plays. Jimenez produces. It's him again. And what a time to celebrate, as it's time for the drinks break as well. What a moment. That's the first goal he scored at a FIFA World Cup finals. Incredible. Incredible. They're now 2 down and a man down. South Africa, it's going to be a long, long way back for them, you'd think. A hydration break statistics update. Let's go with that. That's what we're going to call it from now on. We'll brand it. Mexico, just shy of 60% of the football. 1.4 XG, 2 big chances, 16 shots. And for South Africa, 43% possession, 0.07 XG, 3 shots in goal for them. They've been outpassed by 100 tackles and free kicks at even Stevens. I think for me, what really sums it up is 36 final third entries versus 29. Mexico have won 61% of the duels on the ground, 76% in the air. They've just looked the more complete side throughout. It really has been a poor display from South Africa. And going down to 10 men obviously doesn't help, but they weren't good prior to that either. Fantastic goal from Raul Jimenez. Really good from him. Tom, SA for the... If you're still in here, man, I've been working on it for a long time. I don't know how I can get crowd volume without syncing in the commentary or copyrighted sound. So it's a work in progress. I'll find a way. I'm sure of that, Tom. Keep tuned. It probably won't come this World Cup, or maybe not this World Cup. It might come for next season's streams, Premier League, Champions League, you know. I'm working on something to try and get that, because I know when in the clips as well, it sounds strange sometimes with the large amounts of silence. But something I'm working on to try and get some sort of crowd audio sync from the games. But thank you everyone who's joined us in the first of over 50 streams for this World Cup tournament. Balancing staying healthy with all these sort of 3 a.m., 2 a.m., 4 a.m. kickoffs and life as well. It's going to be hard, but yeah, we've got one stream every single day for the group stages. We've got triple streams in the final group games. So we're watching the final game at every single group. And then obviously knockout games, round of 16 onwards, every single matchup we will have covered here on the channel. I tell you what, young Mora has come on and has just changed his game. Gilberto Mora, remember the name, I guess. The crowd lifted, and then Mexico lifted as well. 3-0's got to be the aim now. 3-0 locks them into the round of 32, you'd think. And if you can say that at the start of a group of, like, the group of death here, that is a massive positive. And for South Africa, if they can see one more, it's almost a wrap for them in this tournament. That's a great ball between the lines. Quiones gets it out of his feet and now feeds a goal scorer, Raul Jimenez. He's wide left. And the flag is up. Line's been doing a good job. I thought he was on, but no, he's off. I tell you what, Quiones has impressed me with how versatile or how fluid his positioning is. Is that the manager, Aguirre's choice? Was that just the way he plays? It's made it to be a very hard thing to stop, especially with the hold-up play of Raul Jimenez. That ball's a fall in the way of the Mexicans. Jimenez is through again. And he's gone down and no penalty kick. I think it's left him in some pain there, Raul Jimenez. The ball for the way of Alvarado just broke his way and then, oh gee, it's a straight elbow, is it not? And then the Azteca rises. No, there's nothing in that. It's a coming together, nothing more. And if we're giving that for a penalty match day, or match 1 in the World Cup, then the game's gone. But again, the second balls, third balls, it's just falling the way of Mexico because they're working harder. South Africa just too slow, reactive. Oh, fantastic ball to Quiones. He's got away from Sabisi and has been fouled. And yellow card for the centre half. Don't want to go down to 9. Don't want to lose another player for next match day. Or G. It's a poor challenge. Collects him with his left foot and then just the elbow for good measure. And Quiones is quite rightly shaken up. More substitutions down there. Looks like Edson Alvarez has got himself ready. For some, a surprise admission for the starting 11. I think for locals, though, they were a big fan of Lida and Figaldo starting. They're more proactive and forward-thinking, this starting 11, and it's worked today. Edson Alvarez may be preferred in matches that require a little bit more of a rear guard, but in a game versus South Africa, they needed forward-thinking, and that's what they got with the midfield they picked. Quiones. Now Jimenez. Quiones again. Not fully dealt with. Carter brought to ground. Flying challenge in. Chavez brought down and then he then goes and brings down the South African man. Challenges are flying in. No question about that. Quarter of an hour to go. It is subs o'clock once again. Edson Alvarez in, Eric Lida out for Mexico. What a performance Lida's put together. Going to be up there for man of the match for me. And it is Armando Gonzalez coming on, and it's going to be Raul Jimenez to make way. The goal scorer. What a performance, yeah. Those two probably up there for man of the match performances. Rousing ovation. And there finally is Oswin. I thought he'd be the starter. I thought he'd be their best player this tournament, but not preferred from the start today. Great noise once again around the Azteca, responding to the centre forward king, Raul Jimenez, making way. 2 stars taken off, but there's no time to take your foot off the gas if you're Mexico. Get a third, and you can book your ticket to the round of 32. It's an Alvarez now. Just to see what he can do in midfield. Come on and taking the armband. Here we go. Vasquez can get away. The defender Chavez. Now wide right. And Reyes is there as he's been all day long. Montes into Gabriel Mora. Another substitution. It's Quiones, the other goal scorer, to make way. And Alexis Vega coming on in his place. Order. It's a dangerous crossfield ping and all taken down by Alvarado. Now Chavez. Great chest control from him. Skipping to the bar line. Cutting that ball in, but no one was a willing runner for that one. McKenna. Morta with him and doing very well. Oh, and I don't know about that from the referee. Whew. Jeez. There's not much in that. The poor kid's fighting above his pay grade there. It's Alvarez, great pressing. Williams search long. Vasquez finally beaten an aerial duel. The second ball once again is cleaned up by the Mexicans. Alvarado. Here's Oswin Apollos. Apollos, oh. That's what he can do. And that's what I thought he should have started. And Alvarado's down. Vega getting a nick on that, just to take a bit of the sting out of it. Just coming together with Zwane and Alvarado. Tends to be alright. The right winger. Got that fabulous assist for Jimenez goal, the second of this game. Now the noise lifts again in the Azteca. Cathedral of football. Beautiful place to go and play, it looks like. Somewhere I'm going to have to tick off one day myself. Look at this place. Having a look at this. There's a VAR check. For what? I'm unaware. Is there something? Ah. Oh, he's on an arm. Oh. I think Zwane might be gone here. Any swing like that to the head normally sees you gone. And look, this isn't the Premier League or the Champions League or, you know, the level of contact. They're just going to say he swung and hit him in the head. Doesn't matter how hard or how soft. If you do so, I think you're off. And that's the standard they want to set this World Cup. And I think that this might be it for Zwane. There's a wind-up and contact with the head. Wow. Frustration boiling over. And I think South Africa may be down to 9. Like doing the mic system. There we go. Here's a red card. They're sent down to 9. Zwane off. And this couldn't get any worse if it tried for South Africa. I think that's the right decision. And I like how the referees referee this game. He's followed the law to the letter. And FIFA doing it right. There's no need for level of contact or amount of hitting force. If you hit someone in the head and you wind up, you're off. And that is the way it's been refereed today. And that is the correct decision. South Africa are going to have 2 players missing now for the rest of the tournament. Zwane has played about 20 minutes. And Sithole played about 50. And that's it. That's their tournament done. It is a horrid day for South Africa. And this is basically their tournament over in a game. A lot of excitement, to be honest. A lot of hope around this South African side with how they did in qualifying. But this has just been a reality check. And the way this game is going, they're going to need a win the next 2 against Czechia and against Korea, which probably turn out to be even more difficult than this one here. They get brought to ground, but no free kick for him. Keep saying it. 3 was the number for me. Now with 9 men, surely it's possible. First contact won, but straight into the hands of Rangel. Mexico can now come. Well, a lot said about the hosts. A lot talked about America, Mexico, Canada. How far can these sides go? How dangerous can they be in this tournament? In part, we've seen what Mexico can do today. One of the more damaging sides in the football going forward. Haven't seen them being tested defensively or really met toe-to-toe in the midfield. But what we have seen is players like Raul Jimenez, Quiones, Alvarado, and company up top have done the job. They've been dangerous. They've got reserves on the bench. Vega's come on. Jimenez hasn't come on. They've got a lot of talent there. And a lot of quality and fluidity in the final third. And that could be their strength of this World Cup. How good their defence does, we can't really see from this game here. But it's looked solid. And what they've done today versus what South Africa haven't done is they've won the second balls. They've reacted first. They've been on the front foot and looked to take the game to the opposition rather than sit in and being passive and react to things. And that's what South Africa have done. They haven't hunted hard enough. They haven't wanted the ball hard enough. And in the end, they've just been careless at times in possession and without it as well. It's a humbling experience for them today. Oh, Mora. Gee, Mora could have been the youngest goal scorer potentially in a World Cup finals. Advantage played by the referee. South Africa can go forward. Frustration just taking over. You can see it. Mbakazi almost whacked the ball into the head of the falling player. Here it is here. Hard for the referee. Oh, he's in front of him, to be fair. But I guess you're following and tracking the ball. There's a lot going on. But it just looks stupid from the South Africa player. And they have just totally lost their head here in the second half. It can happen to African sides. I see it a lot. Red cards and chaos in terms of mentality and losing control of games. We've seen that ugly head rear itself again here for the South African side. Mexican fans, once again, want their side to go play. That's what the whistles are for. Coming together there. So free kick, South Africa's way. Yeah, Elijah, I was not sure the guy knew he could speak how to speak English, to be fair. It was a strange call from him. It was a struggle to get those words out, I think it's fair to say. So with the final knockings of this one here now. Does Mexico go and chase a third? Can South Africa produce something magical in the last few moments to keep their World Cup dream alive? But right now it seems to have been dwindling away before it even started. Vega, Alvarez. Fans still want their team to go forward. Edson Alvarez now. Lost it in, but partially disrupted. Now South Africa coming to fight, but it's too little too late for them. Chavez flying in. Edson Alvarez also putting a foot in and winning the ball well. And brought down. I think now for the South Africans, they're just trying to foul anything they can get to stop the build-up from Mexico. And Bakasi in again, causing problems. Not afraid to throw his body weight around. Seven minutes of stoppages to go. 7 minutes for South Africa to hold on. 7 minutes for Mexico to add to South Africa's misery. Alvarez. Alvarado. Back with the central midfielder, Alvarez. Defense splitting pass. Gonzalez. Alvarado again. Can he add to his one assist he's already got? Here is Vega. Vega chopping inside. And Chavez brought down and told the referee to get back to his feet. South Africa look to come the other way. Is this their chance to go forward? Muriel. And he's brought down. And that's a yellow card. Oh, he's sent off. Oh, no. It can't be a red card. The referee's given a red card for that. No. Is that a red card? He's definitely taken the man. It's cynical. But is that a clear goal scoring opportunity? And the question has to be asked on the other end, is that a foul in the build-up? Wow. Montez is sent off. And he's remained on the pitch. He's got to be careful here. The referee's going to struggle to get out of this stadium alive, I feel like, after that call. Three red cards in the opening match. The first two are absolutely stonewall red cards. This one's a little bit more to interpretation, I guess you can say. The referee deemed it a goal-scoring opportunity. And as I said for the second red card, he's following the letter of the law to the letter. And he thinks it is a goal-scoring opportunity, and he's not taking the ball. He's taking the man. So now then, 9v10. And a chance for Mokena. He's laid it off. And Bakazi in the end running onto it. And if anything summarised South Africa's day, that probably is it there. What that free kick was, I have no idea. Get it in there. I have a shot on goal. You're playing with 9 men. Wow. So there you go. A memorable opener. 3 red cards. So there were 5-on-5 game out there with how much space there is. South Africa come the other way. Let's win Polis. McKenna. They've got to try and go. Surely kitchen sink stuff now. This is your chance. And Bakazi, wow. He's been awful today. They've really shown their levels, haven't they? And to be honest, it's a little bit of a worry, I guess, for African teams in general. I know South Africa aren't the top of the top when it comes to African nations, but they've been shown levels today by Mexico. Ball back here with Williams. I don't know why they're just putting their foot on the ball. Get forward. Take the game on. Your World Cup is on the line as we currently speak, South Africa, and they're just playing too passive. Muriel now. Mokoena's ball in, dealt with. I think it's touched loose and out of play. Be a South Africa throw in Mexico's half. We've played just shy of 6 minutes of stoppages. We had 7 projected. I think we're going to get an extra 2 added onto that for the red card. So looking at 99 odd minutes in this one here. It's almost been effortless and flawless so far for Mexico, but the red card, especially to a starting centre half, is not ideal going forward. That ball chased in by Vega. There's numbers in the box. Delivery, though, was poor. And dealt with by the South African rearguard, Polis. Muriel. Great trickery and footwork to get away from the challenge. Referee will stop it for a free kick. Great footwork to get away from the Gallardo challenge. Sun obviously coming out now after all the chaos we've had. We've played the 7 minutes of stoppages. And that is full time. He's going to need more time on the referee. Well, a perfect start for Mexico. A goal inside of 10 minutes scored by Quiones after South Africa played themselves into trouble playing out from the back. It was made 2-0 on the 67th minute. Raul Jimenez getting in free unmarked to the back post to head home from that ball in from Alvarado. To be honest, it was effortless. South Africa really didn't put up a fight. They went down to 9 men in the end. Perfect start for the host nation, Mexico. They're off to 3 points to start this tournament off, but most importantly with a 2-goal goal difference in this group of death. Stadio Azteca was given a perfect start with the host nation getting a very, very important victory in Group A. South Africa disappointing. Mexico did their job. Thanks for joining me, guys, for the first stream of the FIFA World Cup. A great opening match here. I'll see you tomorrow for our second match of the tournament live streamed. We have got, I need to remember who we've actually got live. Canada and Bosnia and Herzegovina tomorrow. And then on the Saturday fixtures, Brazil, Morocco, and Australia, Turkey. So keep excited for that. Can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. It's been a good stream, and I'll see you guys later.